toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
With the catch, it's Mitchell. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Quarterback looks for a little space. Sneaks it into the end zone.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Lewis wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got him. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job of his fundamentals.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Looking for a man. It's Mack. Here comes the heat. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Catch in the middle. It's McWilliams. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Using his legs to buy some time. He's got it. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line getting set on second down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now facing a third and long. The corners are walked up tight. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll send the back in motion. Lewis to throw. Bringing the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll go back to the air on second down. With the catch, it's Williams. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's first and 10 from the 31. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He breaks the tackle.
And Right, winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. He's going to fire deep. Catch inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by a field goal over NC State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Mack. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Going to swing it on second down. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next one.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
14, Colorado, 7.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Mack. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab on the big throw. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown Cardinals. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Cardinals! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Lewis wants to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And they swarm him under.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going for the big play. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Under fire. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What is this defense?
Wide open on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Tight end now in motion. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Back to pass, it's Mack. Rushes on him. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Hughes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Cardinals trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
Louisville 35, Colorado 14.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score.
Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put...
Open field on the right. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. To the air. It's Mack. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Napier. Touchdown Cardinals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Navy. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught on the outside, it's Williams. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. He tried to get out of trouble, but he goes down for the sack. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down.
Going to take a shot. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
A long way to go on 4th and goal. Lewis to throw. Here's a hit. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. DB's right up on the receivers. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab down the left side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grab near the marker, it's Mitchell. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be
Snags it! Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. To the air, it's Mack. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll immediately call timeout.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking 1st down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
49, Colorado, 14.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That should be the final play of the 1st half.
He's tackled at the 30-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cardinals will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll open the 2nd half with a run. At the 35, he's open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in this.
Breaks into the open. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that.
Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. To the ground with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to Brown. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays.
A shot toward the end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to pass. It's Mack. There's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Absolute shame. Missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the heat. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major...
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got room on the return. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back.